in here, so like you know the drill. Get your hand raised, and we'll get you rolling. So, who's first? All right, Colin, go ahead.
Hey, Martez, we talked to Trey in here a little bit earlier, and he said you came in and you fit Missouri system like a glove. What do you think about the way you play?
Colin, speak up. We lost you.
Sorry. I'll just start from the beginning. So we talked to Trey earlier, and he said you fit Missouri system like a glove. Just what about the system? What about your style of play allowed that to happen, you think?
I would say that I've just been able to play a lot of different roles where the defense needs. So if that's learning a new position overnight or figuring out ways that I can schematically outmaneuver someone to get to my assignment, you know what I mean? I just think that is just being able to take exactly what I'm telling myself over film and in the film room and performing on the field and doing that, just that. I think that's just been a huge advantage for me.
So, Ichi, go ahead.
Martez, obviously you got a couple of seniors right next to you, especially at safety. I guess, what are you kind of hearing from them in terms of like what you need to do to kind of earn that starting spot and just kind of up your game a little bit too?
Thanks. I mean, Bledsoe and Bled and Tyree are really good role models and leaders, and they're good to play with. I mean, I guess right now I'm not really fighting for their starting spot because I'm playing like the strong safety. So we're kind of all three on the field together, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, like I said, I mean, they're really good role models, and we do really well communicating on the field together. And I think that just the communication piece alone is just a huge plus that is in our advantage.
All right, Blum, go ahead.
Hey, Tez, as you look back on your freshman year, how do you kind of evaluate the entire year as a whole? I know you got a little bit of starting time at the Kentucky game and a few others, but how do you evaluate how you played?
My freshman year, I would say that for my freshman year, I would say that I would say I played up to roles in a good way, but I feel like that I for sure could have applied myself more and done a little bit more film study. And I think that that's something now that I really elevated my game to where I enjoy the film room. I enjoy watching myself make mistakes because I know that I can correct them. So I think that as a freshman, I was really hard on myself. Really, you know, I felt really pressured, but I've kind of let that pressure go and just really embrace all the opportunities I'm given. And I mean, just believing in myself. You know what I mean? My freshman year, I would say I was a little nervous at times, you know what I mean? But now I feel like I've had a year to get in the weight room, to get mentally ready, you know what I mean? Now I'm playing really fast, playing really confident, and I feel like that's a big plus in my advantage.
Max, go ahead.
Hey, Martez, you know, Stasia and Ennis, they played in high school together. Do you see sort of a chemistry between them on the field, like when they're on the field together, or like would you say their relationship sort of builds, you know, on the field, or would you say it's no different than anybody else on the team?
I mean, yeah, they for sure have that Dallas vibe that they give off, and they're both just like super funny guys, and I mean, obviously they have that connection. They always talk about inside jokes, stuff like that, but both of them are just, yeah, I would say that you can for sure tell they have a bond going for them.
Parker, go ahead.
Hey, Martez. Really, the question that I wanted to ask was, we talked to Nick earlier, and he said that Tyree and Josh really could be two of the best safeties in the SEC and even in the country. How does that group factor in? How are you feeling about it going into the season, and just where you're at with this group?
I mean, I feel really good. I mean, like I said before, I'm not really like last year I was playing behind Bled and Tyree, and this year I'm like in a newer position, so I'm on the field at the same time as them. So yeah, I think that they're for sure. I mean, they're for sure going to be like, they're going to have a really good year just from experience, just from being their fourth year, maybe one of them fifth year in the SEC, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, they're for sure going to ball out. I'm just happy to be able to be next to them and just be a part of the ride, you know?
Dave, go ahead.
Martez, how do you describe that strong safety position? You got a lot of jobs there. You're playing up in the box. Just in your words, what does that job entail?
I feel like I talked about this with Coach Walters yesterday. I feel like that it really made me have to elevate and upgrade my game a little bit because last year I was playing the free safety position, which Josh plays, Bledsoe, and that's a more finesse position, a lot of coverage, you know what I mean? But in this position, strong safety, I would say you have to play bigger, it's pretty much a backer position. So it entails a lot of getting off tight ends, setting the edge on tight ends, fighting off blocks from linemen, making plays, and it's just it's just but also a lot of coverage too. That's what I feel like that I have an edge on is that I'm playing big and I'm shooting these gaps like a linebacker, but because I played free safety last year, I can cover any tight end I feel like in the country. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's my advantage.
Nate Edwards, go ahead.
Is there a player on the team that you're trying to emulate? I mean, you mentioned that your growth with film and weight training and everything like that. Is there a player that you see that you're like, I want to be like that guy. I want to model my play off of that guy?
I would say that there are sections of players in a way, you know what I mean? Like, for example, Nick Bolton's leadership, you know what I mean? And like his physicality is something that I respect and like drive to be like. But then, all the way to Trey Williams' motor that he has, like he's always up tempo, every play is full speed, you know what I mean? I really admire that, and I try to model myself after that. And then not only that, but even if it comes down to like Bledsoe's just wit and like being super smart, knowing what's going to happen before it happens. You know what I mean? There's like, if I could build the perfect me, it wouldn't be just one player that I'm like, I want to be like him. It's almost like that's what I feel like me being out there. I'm learning from some of like really, really talented guys. You know what I mean? So all of them are building me to be the player I want to be.
Andy Kimball.
Hi, Martez. Switching to that new like strong safety position, had you ever played a position like that before? And how kind of easy or difficult was that transition?
No, I have never played a position like this before, but I would say that it's not much more difficult because I feel like that free safety position was the hardest position on our defense. And I was, I was completely by week one, I was completely comfortable with it. I knew all the plays and everything. So I feel like when I got down there, things kind of, I didn't have as many tasks. I had to do this, go here. That's it. Free safety, you got to do this, go here, check this, So I feel like I feel like that it's me playing the position I played last year has kind of helped me in a lot of ways to be able to play any of the three safety spots.
All right, we'll close it with a question from Eric Blum. Eric, go ahead.
How's Will Norris doing in his first days of Mizzou camp?
He's doing pretty well. He's looking great. It's really cool to have one of my Rockbridge brothers out there with me. And it's all good vibes.
All right, that's a wrap, guys. So,
thank you.
Go eat.